He knows. He knows when you're ready, and he will be there when you are. Okay, so I'm going to kind of get back into this. We also went over the vials full of odors in chapter 4 and 5, which are the prayers of the saints. We also went with the 7 eyes and the 7 spirits of the Lamb, and reference that to Isaiah 11:2. You might want to write that down so you can review that in your own time. And it's just basically a breakdown of what I believe would be the Holy Spirit and the gifts that he offers all who love him. So you might want to look that over. Now in Revelation 6, we went over, we have 4 churches that are entering tribulation. And I know there's going to be people that argue on that with me. That's okay. You know, we all carry an opinion, and I respect that of yours. I know the 4 churches. A lot of people, you know, say that they're all going up in tribulation. You know, I don't believe that, or in pre-tribulation. I don't believe that at all. Not from everything I've read and studied. There's a lot of other information available that shows that is not the case. Anyway, then we also have 2 churches that go into great tribulation. That's Thyatira and Pergamos. And then we also, in Revelation 6, we went through the horses, the pale horse, which represents death, caused by the other 3 during this time period, and there's a strong hint here that 25% of the Earth's population will be killed through either pestilence, disease, or war, and whatnot. So just to make you aware of that, and I also believe that's going to be a time period for crushing the Christians. Again, the mark of the beast will probably be implemented at that time in some form or another. People will be shuffled off into FEMA camps, and in order to go back out into the real world, they're going to have to praise and worship Satan. That's basically the bottom line, or get your head cut off. Again, nobody wants to be in that particular period of time. If you don't want to be, then get right with Yahweh. If not, then okay, go into the tribulation, be fed small 1,500 calorie a day meals. Oh boy, it means I gotta go hungry. And then look forward to getting your head cut off. Now, if I'm in tribulation, you know, I'd say, can I be first? You know, and get right in line, because I know where I'd be heading for. And getting your head cut off, well, you know, that's kind of a humane way of dying. Actually, it's over like I say, in a twinkling of an eye. Okay. Well, anyway, nobody wants to go through that. But then we went into Revelation 6, where we talked about the 6th seal and the stars, which are fallen angels, and they fall to earth. Next thing we know is the heavens above us depart as a scroll. And this is exactly where I believe the 4th dimension is collapsing into the earth. And every island and mountain moves out of play. Yeah, it's like the earth is like a drunkard reeling to and fro. Once again, I believe, and I'll show you some other key things to look at, that there's going to be some phenomenal things happening in this time period. What we're seeing right now is just scratching the surface. We see that the dark realm of the demons are merging more and more. There's more and more evil on the earth. Our political people seem to be just going crazy. Again, I believe this is due to strong, uh, the strong demon presence here. Evil spawns evil. It makes it grow, and it invites demons into place. Now, I also believe that as the heavens above us start falling during that time period, that people are going to be witnessing strange things. The light of the earth that we see, the sunshine, is going to start going away. It's going to be leaving us. It's not that the light of the sun is leaving the earth. It's the earth is leaving the light. It is going down. The earth by the end of this tribulation and the vial period, it will be sinking into the abyss. And we're going to get to that later. Okay, so we also read a little bit about Psalm 82:6. Mark that down, write it down. It's really interesting. It's about how when the fallen angels do come to earth, it says, that they're going to die just like men. You see, these beings right now, they're a fourth dimensional being. They have certain powers, okay? But they're going to be a lot more limited. They will be powerful, but they'll be more limited when they get to the earth, with the earth's three-dimensional boundaries. Okay, so now we also went through the seventh seal angel, and that's the seventh angel that's about to introduce the seven judgment angels. 144,000 are marked, and all of a sudden John, he basically turns his head and he says, whoa, where did all these gabillion saints come from? Well, it's a number no man can count. Okay, so it's huge. And they're doing what? They're waving palms. They've got palms in their hand. Just like when Yeshua went into the temple a couple thousand years ago, riding on the back of an ass. Okay, they were waving palms. Do some research there. Palms are metaphor for what? Okay, they're a metaphor for the tree of life. Dig into it. It's pretty cool. The palms in the desert, they were life-bearing. If it wasn't for the palms in the desert in the Middle East, nobody would travel. They'd die before they got to their destination. Anyway, it's fun searching that, so look into it. Okay, let's see. We went into Revelation 8. Okay, again, this is pretty interesting stuff. I would say read back in Daniel. Daniel is so very important